Just following up with Andrew, you've been unafraid to criticize Republicans when they don't stand up to Donald Trump. We've already seen recent instances on immigration, on funding for the city, when Mayor Adams has not stood up to Donald Trump, at least not publicly. So are you concerned as you go through this Trump era that Adams is now ill-equipped, that he cannot stand up to the president?
You're dealing in hypotheticals. If you come up with a true example, then we'll talk about anything. But I'm talking about, I'm not engaging in speculation about the motivation of anyone here. All I'm saying is I've got a job to do. I've got to worry about people catching bird flu, okay? I'm more anxious about steel and aluminum tariffs cutting down factories in the state of New York and thousands of jobs. So I will do plenty of standing up to that administration and willingly calling out Republicans who are not speaking out. The mayor needs to stay focused on public safety in the city, making sure our streets are safe, making sure our streets are clean, making sure that people feel confident that this city is continuing to head in the right direction. That has to be his laser focus. And I'm going to make sure that that continues to be the focus, because it has to be what we're all working toward to protect New Yorkers.
Respectfully, Governor, we are not dealing in hypotheticals. He's been openly criticized for not protecting the city's sanctuary status, and he's been openly criticized for not saying anything when the Trump administration threatened to pull all sorts of federal funding. Those are two specific examples. Are you worried that's going to continue to happen?
I will tell you this. I will proudly stand up to fight to make sure that the resources that we've counted on from the federal government continue. I did an event with Senator Gillibrand at a school on the Upper East Side on Sunday morning to call out this was when they were talking about dismantling the Department of Education, but I'm very concerned about Pell Grants. I'm concerned about Title I funding, which is over $5.5 billion that we get in the state of New York. I will continue to say, don't cut us off. We also send still more money to Washington than we get back in services. We get $93 billion a year from the federal government. And I want to establish a relationship of working together and not having to be standing up and fighting every minute. Let's just stop the fighting and continue providing the services that New Yorkers and Americans need across the board. I will be